home. Did all my dirt on my own. Gotta keep rolling them stones. Taking more rocks to the dome. Leave me alone. Better get right, I get gone. Better get right, I get gone.
Run in city, not in people. So I need to figure out all of the things I can do in the country. I want a modest house. Cabin or house. I want a modest one. You know, I want it to be nice, but I want the size to be modest. I don't want a huge house. You know, I want a modest house that it's all my wants. Some of this stuff is not practical. It probably would never happen. You know, I've been denouncing materialism and being materialistic. I've been working on that. I'm not perfect at it, but I want a modest house that I can pay off before I stop driving. When I get off OTR, I don't want to have to give out money for rent. I'm not used to paying rent as it is. Paid rent in 7 years. So, I need to get off of. Okay, look at that house right there to the right. That's a cabin situation they sell. It's a cabin model. Southern Land Log Homes. Look them up on Google. But that's around the area I want to be. Yeah, I want a modest house I can pay off before I even get out of the truck. I don't want to have to pay rent or mortgage when I get out of OTR. Number one, I'm used to doing OTR. There are growing pains involved in switching divisions. I may not be the best at whatever I switch to. I don't want to have to worry about no crazy mortgage and stuff. That's what gets you stuck in the truck. Right now, I'm not stuck in the truck. I want to be in the truck. There will come a time where I don't want to be in the truck anymore. And I don't want overhead bills being a reason why I can't get out. I don't want overhead bills being the reason why I can't get out of it now, you know. And that's how I feel, you know. I want more than 1 acre of land before I get out of the truck. I don't want to live in a subdivision. That's not what I want. I'm in the right part of the country making this video. I'm over here on outskirts of Kansas City, 70. Yeah, I don't want to. I ain't trying to go fast. No, I'm kicking on down 67 mile an hour. Yeah, I don't want to live in a subdivision and get caught up in the thought process of keeping up with the Joneses. You know, that's why I have removed myself from YouTube trucking circles. Because in YouTube trucking, and if you're a trucker on YouTube, it's whatever makes you happy, bro. I don't, you know, I'm at the point now, it's like whatever. But I'm removing myself from those circles because there's a large keeping up with the Joneses. make you happy. That don't make you happy. You reaching for stuff that you never even wanted. You reaching for stuff that you never even wanted. I don't want to do that. I don't want to reach for things I don't want. I don't want these things. Why am I trying to get these things? Why am I even thinking of this stuff? This is off the plan. This is off my plan. You know? I don't want that lifestyle. I don't want the I'm not trying to buy my way into a higher level of stress. I'm not interested. What I mean by that is you get a big crib in a subdivision. Now you got all these other people that surround you, and you know they got nice cars. Now you got nice cars. They got a big screen TV. Now you got a big screen TV. You know they take trips to Acapulco. Now you take trips to Cancun. You know I don't want to be caught up in that. I don't want to be caught up in that because when the end game comes, none of that stuff is going to even matter. None of the cars you own is going to matter. Matter of fact, when you get to a certain age, you're going to say every car you bought was a waste of money. I could have kept that money. You know? I'm just not interested. And I know I'm not interested, and I had no business even acting interested at the time when I was acting. I'm not putting out on one comment or one thing I did. I just mean period. You know, I just want around 10 acres and up. I would like 50, but you know, I take 10. You know, I want 10 acres. Pay it off or buy it cash. Looking through lists right now of different places right now. That's being worked on right now. Find the perfect plot. It takes a long time to find that perfect plot. You know, this is where, you know, I'm gonna build my future. No stone should be unturned. But then after that, I'm gonna think of what I'm gonna put on it, what type of home or living arrangement I'm going to put on top of it. And I got to go through that whole thought process of what I want to put there. Do I want a cabin? Do I want just a smaller house? Do I want a modular home? Do I want a house built from scratch? Do I want, you know, do I want a conventionally built home? Do I just want to put a trailer on it? I'm not against a trailer. I'm just flat out not against it. The reason why I say a trailer is because I'm not the type of person to stay in one place. So do I want to build something that concrete? What if I want to move though somewhere else? And I'm still weighed under the $300,000 of this house. I could have bought a trailer for 40, paid it off, and been like, rent it out. I'm going to do the same thing in Washington. You know, I could have did something like that. You know, there's so much to think about. Think about it, you know. I don't look at trucking from the same lens as most people look at trucking. I look at trucking as freedom to me. That's how I look at it. You know, and I am under the teachings of honorable people and listening to honorable speeches of people with way more money than me. All say, if money was the only thing you were searching for, you won't get to where you're going. There's like a unilateral thought process about money that a lot of people who came from nothing to making more money that they understand. One thing they understand is that money doesn't mean anything. The money means nothing. It's fake. That's what all of these successful people figured out before they made it. It doesn't really mean anything. It's not real. $100 can be like 20,000. It's nothing. It's nothing. Don't feed that deep into it. You're just trying to get enough of it to purchase the stuff that matters. That's it. And to me, when I think of my life when I stopped driving, or stopped being OTR as a sense, I don't want a lot of business. I just flat out don't. I don't want to owe the hours that I put in to corporations. I don't want to owe that. You know, I want, and I feel like of all the people that of the advisors that I've known, the ones that did good and the ones that did bad, something that the ones that didn't do good always tell me is that the lack of having something to show for their time OTR. They didn't buy a piece of land and slap something reasonable on it and pay it off before they stopped. They didn't do that. They made the money to. So if I would have just did that, I'd be so much better off. I'd have just bought me 5 or 10 acres, put a decent domicile, some type of something on it, and paid it off before I stopped, I'd be pissing in high cotton. I'd have came home, all I would have had was property tax. Yeah, property tax, they keep game. That's why I'm looking at Texas. I don't even want to get that up for you. But you got to give a little bit up, but I want some discounts. But, you know, he said I would have had that. And I could have just worked a little security job and been all right. And had a working retirement, did anything I wanted to do. I'm an old man, I hardly use any lights, I hardly use any utilities. I've been pissing in high cotton. F-150 note, I'm paying $800. As soon as the credit card is paid off, I'm going to pay $2,000 a month for my F-150. Because all of that has to be paid off before I get out of the truck. All of it has to be gone. I don't want any car notes and shit when I stop. So when they say, or when someone says you should have $100,000, I did. I paid everything I was supposed to pay with it. I got everybody out the way. Knocked everybody off, as the mafia would say. I don't want all these people nothing. When I get out, I own this car, it don't own me. I own this house, it don't own me. I own this land, it don't own me. Then I can be picky about what I want to do. Got the green light, baby. I can be picky. You know, I can be real picky about what I want to do. Ain't nobody come and take my house. Well, I don't pay taxes on it. They definitely will come take it, but you know, taxes, you know, that's a fraction of what you would pay in mortgage notes. If you can't get up, if you got a CDL and you can't get up enough money to pay the taxes on your house, something's wrong. You know, so that's where I save money if you didn't owe a lot of money. That's why I want my next tractor paid off before I stop. I want that thing paid off before I stop. Because I'll probably get another 2-3 years out of it. These tractors ain't built to run that much longer than the lease. You know? I feel like once the lease is up, time to take it off OTR. They ain't gonna keep running. You know? Get that sucker deleted, put it in the garage, run little short stuff with it. Run, you know, I'm looking into hopper bottoms. I'm looking into farm support stuff. That's what I'm interested in, really. Farm support. I don't want to do cattle hauling. I feel like that's too stressful. I don't want to do that. Way too stressful. I don't want to do nothing that stressful. I just want to pull up, drop, keep going. Pull up, drop, keep going. Something not that far, and that's it. I got to study some stuff and figure out what that is and what that could be. Use a truck on, don't owe a dime on it. You know, run my little situation. Go back to my paid off little modest house. Ride my little paid off pickup truck around and doing what I want to do. You know, that's what I'm interested in. As far as the chasing of the $1 million, I'm not interested in that. If it comes, it comes from the creation of what I've made and what I've wanted to make, and just on who I am, the bag will come. I'm a firm believer if you do what you're meant to do, money will come. What you're passionate about, money will come. And that's the gear I'm switching to. I'm not even in the running or in the race of anything of keeping up with the Joneses that's going on in our sector. So I remove myself out of it. I'm out of that. Y'all do that. Not interested. That's not what's going on my channel. That's not what's going on in my mind. You understand? I'm searching for peace. And what I spend money on, what I do, is all about peace of mind, less stress is what I'm interested in. I'm not going to, I just don't want to be, I feel like I don't want to be down that road. I don't want to be down that road. So yeah, re-education. Don't do drugs, be happy. I hope this helps you kill some miles. I hope this helps you think a little bit about what you're doing with your career. You know, I hope it really helps. I hope you get real value from these videos. I don't drop as much because I'm at the point where I want something tangible to be out of the video, not just dropping and be dropping. So make sure the notifications on so you can get. I'm taking the quantity down and upping the potency of the product that I sell, which is these videos. So don't do drugs, be happy. Remember, go follow Wild Network, which is on a completely different diaspora channel I'm directing. And we got stuff coming for you, man. We're working on it. So go sub to it. The bell over at Wild Network. Also follow Wild Network IG. And stay close, man. Rebirth.
I can close my eyes and see. Make a little magic, make it happen for a fee. Say what you gon' say and you gon' be what you gon' be. We'll be free and that's on me, so I'ma leave it up to me. I got my eyes and cross my T's, I'm on my P's cause I'm a G. Ain't gon' get ticked off by a flea, this shit ain't free, that shit on me. Feeling alone,